I think I'm live. Looks like it. All right, folks. As you saw in the thumbnail, I got this stuff, this V8. I drank a little bit of it, and it is not my thing. Let's try it again. Oh, I don't know how people do that. Oh, how do people drink that shit? This is why I don't like soup. It's so salty. Oh. Anyway, how do people drink this shit? How do you people drink this shit? Mm. All right. I have a video here of, oh God. I don't know how people drink this stuff. I got another one too. Yeah, an accident one. That they both had 480 milligrams of sodium. They both have 2 grams of protein. They both have 13. Oh, actually, you know what? This one's got. I probably should have just gotten 2 of the high fiber, but whatever. I wanted to try both of them. How do you people drink this stuff? Anyway, I have a point to this video. I do. So I see that Cole called me out yet again.
Instead of a pile, okay, this right here, this salt, okay, Ryan, high carb regenerator, okay, I've been talking to him a bit. I guarantee you this is fucking issue. This is his issue. Wrap the fucking salt up.
Okay, but I should have actually pulled live from him from 2 weeks ago, where he was saying that your fat don't have salt. He's now saying that you're fat, you should have salt. You idiot! How didn't you know that? But to his defense, and I know anybody who's watched my videos for long enough will know that I've talked about going to my parents' house, and the times that I've been at my parents' house, or the night that I would go to my parents' house and then I go back to my house, I always sleep better. And it could be the salt. It really could be, because what's the common food that when I go over there, when I'm not like hyper focused on my own thing, when I just let my parents cook, it's always very salty. Always. Extremely salty. And I sleep those nights. And consequently, I've always lost weight after being at my parents' house, despite the fact that they feed me more fat than I've usually ever eat. I mean, I used to joke with them that I've had more fat and salt at their house in one afternoon than I did the 2 months prior, 3 months prior. And I always slept that night, and I always weighed 2 or 3 pounds less the day after I would go over their house. So it could have something to do with the salt. I mean, I don't know. This reminds me of tomato soup. It's essentially tomato soup. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Like, I think he's right though, because the last 2 days or 3 days, when I came back from my walk, I do like at least an hour walk. And I actually go over to an area here in Brooklyn that is extremely hilly. Like, I'm not talking like little baby bump, like speed bumps. I'm talking like not vertical, but very, very steep hills. and I come back and I'm drenched. And all I do is I drink water, and that's it. So it likely could be a salt issue. It likely could be a salt issue. He could be right. I'm assuming this will be an acquired thing, or like something that I could actually make my own versions of this now that I have that vacuum blender, because there won't be any oxidation. I could just go get my own tomatoes and whatever else I wanted to add into it. I don't think, did they add salt to this? Vegetable juice, water, and concentrated juices of tomatoes, carrots, celery, beets, parsley, lettuce, watercress, spinach, soluble corn fiber. So what is that called? Maize. Salt. So they do add salt. Vitamin C, natural flavoring, beta carotene, citric acid. Oh, God. Oh, that just hit my gut. Oh. The hell is in this stuff? I feel like the person who eats nothing but donuts all day and then finally, like, this is their health food, and they finally had health food for the first time. Wow, that hurts. What's it doing to me? So anyway, tomorrow maybe I'll try on the live the antioxidant one. I probably should put these in the fridge, but they'll survive. Anyway, so that's him calling me out. I did talk to him on Instagram on the tracking device here. And of course, you know, he's yelling at me about not eating enough salt, despite the fact that 2 weeks ago he was telling a new fat person they shouldn't even smell salt, so, or even go near salt. Don't be in a room with salt. So, you know, it's all over the place. But the one thing that I'm not a huge fan of is it's just another way of trying to slash calories, which I will never agree with. You cannot explain to me in any logical terms why humanoids were eating 3,875 calories in 1905 and were slender. You can't explain to me in any normal English of any kind why people were on average eating in 1940 3,540 calories in the Minnesota starvation. And actually, so if you really read the history of the Minnesota starvation experiment, the men were actually eating less than 3,540 calories coming into the experiment. That was the average. So then they bumped up their calories to 3,540 calories on the Minnesota starvation experiment to get a baseline for them. And they averaged losing 1.5 pounds on 3,540 calories. Losing 1.5 pounds in a month. So you can't tell me that we went from that to what we're at now. So I'm not doing this for any, like, and unfortunately, even me, like yesterday, I thought I ate a lot. I had 1,900 calories. I'm actually rounding up. It was like 1,800 something. And it took me a while to sleep. So then I came in here and I had some of those gummies. And honestly, I don't even remember walking back into the bedroom. I don't remember anything. I woke up like 6 hours later and I'm like, how did I get here? So that was unique. Anyway, I don't even want to get into calorie debate at all, because I just don't. I did it yesterday. If you want to see me go off the handle about calories, then watch yesterday's live. If you want to see me have whatever response that was to this, potassium's at only 10% of your potassium still. So you want potassium to be higher than sodium, but it's not in this. I wonder if adding, because I have potassium in powdered form, like a salt shaker. I wonder if adding potassium to this might help. Anyway, 2 servings of vegetables. I might actually just make this myself, and that way I don't have to have the absorbic acid and the citric acid in it and the natural flavoring. I see. Luckily, it seems that they're making the colors stable with beta carotene. It would seem. I don't know. I wish I knew how much salt they added, because I could just make my own stuff. Anyway, said that enough. That's him calling me out. Here's his video. I don't really have a whole lot else to add to it, but he might be right, because the sweating that I have been achieving lately has been nothing short of miraculous. And then today's video, or his live, he was shouting about kind of the same thing about, you know,
chronically low. There's people coming into this that are already fucking.
The problem is I mean, Cole's a good guy. I'm not complaining about him at all, but the message is changing so much. Like, come on, start shouting.
Low. Fasting. A fuckload. Especially when you're dropping weight like mad. The more weight you fucking drop, the more fucking salt you get in. This is, you fucking people are chronically low on those 2 fucking salts.
But he told people not to have them like 2 weeks ago.
Chronically low.
Time, really.
There's people coming into this that are already fucking low. Okay, that's why you'll see a drop, you'll see a wicked drop, and then you'll fucking stall because your fucking salt's so low that your body won't give up a drop of water.
That is exactly what they saw in the Minnesota starvation.
Your body won't give up 1 drop of fucking water. So then you gotta make the salts back up. Okay, when you start making the salts up, your fucking weight's gonna climb up until your body says, okay, fatty, we're good again.
I don't even know if I mentioned, like, my weight has been, like, I'm only gaining like 4 pounds a day, despite the fact that I'm eating like 1,900 calories. I had mango juice, blueberry, and strawberry in one smoothie yesterday. It wasn't much. It was actually mostly juice. I'm looking at the kitchen like the kitchen's going to tell me what I ate. And then I had a few potatoes with onion on it, sauteed onion. And no, it wasn't in butter. You can saute onion in water. It works just fine. On top of that, and then later on that day, I basically had the exact same smoothie that I had, in the early part of the day. And then I had those candies at night. And then I slept.
Let's start urinating. And then you'll see the weight start coming back down. And you don't make the same fucking mistake. And you make sure you're getting to those fucking 2 salts. However you want to get them in.
This again.
Okay, when you're fucking snake juice, when you're fucking super snake juice fasting, or sugar fasting, I should say, you need to get in potassium, sodium, sugar, and fucking water. If your salts are getting back up to par after you've been hammering in a bunch of potassium and sodium, you'll know it, because you'll be fucking thirsty for fresh water again. This is why all you fucking women that are literally eating fuck all, okay? You can trust the fucking calories, you idiots. Okay, if your weight's sitting still or even goes up, like if I crammed 2 fucking bottles of V8 down some fat pig's throat, 2 fucking bottles, like I'm talking 4 liters, like a gallon of V8.
It's not.
That's
actually.
only 8.
These are only 46 ounces, so he's fucking lying to you. I'm actually shocked. Most bottles like this are 64 ounces, but I think because they cone up like they do, they screw you out of, 18 ounces? Yeah, 18 ounces. Jews. But oh gosh, the people are gonna be like, "Oh, you hate Jews?" No, I don't.
800 fucking calories, you idiots. I could take a super fat pig right now that's 350 pounds, and I could bloat them the fuck up to the nuts on salt where they're up like 25 fucking pounds in like one day. You're still losing body fat, you fucking idiots. Okay, obviously, there's 2 times where you can be bloated up. When you have no fucking salt in your system, and you're gonna feel like shit. And you're gonna get cramps, you're gonna get tingling in the fingers and the fucking feet. And the other end where you'd be fucking bloated up would be if you're over on the salt. Which at that point, you know that fucking you're just over on the sodium and potassium because you're thirsty for fucking fresh water. So then you listen to your fucking body. And you start drinking some fresh fucking water, you idiot. When you know for a fact that you're fucking not ingesting hardly any fucking calories on your sugar fast, and your weight's doing whatever the fuck it's doing, you're losing fucking body fat. Some of you fat pigs will be holding a pile of...
Okay. He's shouting a lot. I was anti-salt for years with Durian Rider advice, but lately looking into repeat. I deal around salt. I started going hard on the salt. I feel better, but I do know, or I don't know, no real difference in weight loss. For me, it's not about the weight loss. I'm just trying to get to sleep. Do you have a YouTube channel for your photography? If not, you should. You have a great eye for great shots. I actually did for a short amount of time last summer, and then I got rid of it. The V8 seems like a really specific recommendation. Adding salt to my sugar water is way better than V8 in my opinion. Seems like he's watching Durian Rider videos in random order. Durian Rider was back and forth with the salt. It's been a bit. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, it's pretty good. Add potassium. I might add it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The thing is I eat a lot of foods that are high in potassium. I keep pointing to the kitchen like you guys can see the kitchen. I'm freaking late. Dang it. But I'm here. It's not that late. I've been on for 20 minutes. Holy shit. Man, I see when the chat isn't on, then I can blabber on about nothing and make vomity faces after drinking this stuff. I used to see my mother drink tomato soup, and I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I tried. I could not do it. The low sodium V8, that just completely defeats the purpose. I'm not drinking this shit for low sodium. Like, he told us to get sodium in. It probably tastes even worse. Then you can add your own high quality salt. Salt. I mean, I was actually for a little while on that high high quality salt for earlier, probably even this year. I can't be on this high horse for everything. I just don't give a shit. Get tomato paste. No. I hate the taste of that stuff. No way. I have to add so much sugar to tomato paste. Can't handle this delivery. I just don't know why you'd listen to Cole when Durian Rider gives you a better and more consistent message. He doesn't. I was fat on his message. It didn't work. I tune people out who yell constantly. I guess it's because I grew up around it that it's just kind of a normal thing for me. I grew up around a lot of World War II vets who were special at times. You need white rice, lots of it, to get at least 3,500, maybe more if you walk a lot. Today I didn't walk a ton. I think I've only walked 3 miles today. Yeah, what did it end up being? Let me see. 3.4 miles. So I didn't walk a ton today. I don't know how many steps it was. Yeah. Although now it's getting dark again. I think we're supposed to get hammered with another thunderstorm like we did last night. I wish I could chow down on rice. I've tried it. My gut can't handle it. Well, when you look in the case of rice, most people who traditionally eaten rice over the years, which is mostly Asian and Indian, they use a lot of sodium. A lot. I mean, there's a lot of Asian people that eat like 25 grams, not milligrams, 25 grams of salt a day. And that helps break that rice down. Because if you just eat, that Walter Kempner message was pretty shit as well, to be honest, because his low sodium thing, they've done tests on this. It only lowered I think it was the systolic by 0.1% or something like that. It was so minimal that it wasn't even worth bothering. Carrot juice, sodium plus orange juice, potassium, a tasty combo. That is a really good combination. That is one of my favorite juices. I actually have my juicer out, and I have even zits breaking out, so I've been sweating a lot. I don't usually break out. Never, hardly. I'm going to go back to this for a second, though. I might not stay on here for very long. I didn't stay on very long yesterday.
The water in like your extremities. So you're literally shrinking, and you're still so fucking paranoid because you're so fucking emotional over the scale that you can't take a
He's the one telling people to get on the scale 3 times a day.
fucking look and be like, geez, I've only ate like 800 fucking calories for the last 3 fucking days because I'm not even hungry. I'm so fucking fat. Or you start getting overly hungry because you're so depleted on fucking salt, but your fucking calories at the moment are low.
800 calories. Who the fuck lives on this? White rice with soy sauce is amazing. Yeah, well, that's why it's a traditional combination. I used to drink the orange carrot Snapple all the time. Don't see it anymore. Maybe it didn't sell well. I don't know. He's one of the best companies that there is, Snapple. I respect that guy.
Okay, because you're just not fucking hungry. What do you fucking think's happening? You could be losing body fat and gaining fucking 20 pounds of water, motherfuckers. Fuck. Okay, I've done experiments where I pounded in 20, where literally I was so fucking depleted on fucking salt that I was like under 160 pounds. And then I fucking hammered a pile of fucking salt in.
That's insane.
And I ate
here
nothing.
likes B8?
I
don't even know if like
nothing,
3 people are watching
motherfuckers.
this. I have no idea.
Okay, I pounded in 20,000 milligrams of fucking salt in like 6 hours. Went from like 100 and fucking, well, that experiment I was like 166. And then I got up to like 190. So what would you think would happen with you fat pigs that are depleted like crazy? So your low weights right now are lying to you. A lot of you fuckers. A lot of you.
I feel like he hates everyone, but he's nice to everybody. I feel like I've been through that myself. I am going to do this experiment despite the fact that I absolutely cannot. I'll live with it. The aftertaste is actually better than the original. Like the drinking taste is terrible, but the aftertaste is all right. That water retention though. It's happening to me either way. You don't just gain 4 pounds of fat in a day. I was the last 2 days after these long walks. Man, is it getting dark out there? Is it supposed to rain? It is really getting dark out there. I gained 4 pounds both days. No, it's not supposed to be raining. I mean, it is dark. What's the humidity? 59. It went way down. It was way higher than that earlier. Humidity was. Anyway. I'm gonna run with it. I really am. I'm gonna try any avenue I possibly can to get my sleep back to normal. I have to do whatever I gotta do to get my sleep back to normal. I have 4 days in a row slept. I'm sleeping like 10 to 12 hours a day right now, which is something I've never done. I think I'm catching up on sleep. But last night, it did take me forever to get to sleep. So maybe it is the sodium. He's not the only one that suggested sodium to me. So, but then again, the guy that's helping me with the supplements to get to sleep says that sodium is a really bad idea. So we'll see who's right in the end of in this whole thing. I have no idea. But anyway, it doesn't seem like this is a very busy crowd today. So I might just get heading out of here because I don't feel like just randomly talking out my ass about nothing, because I know I will. I might listen to him for a little while longer.
Your low weights are lying, and this is why I tell you guys not to just build your whole fucking sugar fast around fucking candy, idiot. Why do you think I said if you're doing the pop, you fucking knock back the fucking...
I need to create, and I'm going to, I think, when I'm back in New York, a montage of the versions of the many versions of sugar fasting, and us getting called assholes and fucktards because we don't know what's going on.
V8, you idiot. Because there's no fucking electrolytes in that fucking candy. There's no fucking electrolytes, you motherfuckers. Okay, right now, if you know for a fact that you are deprived on fucking electrolytes, you either can pound in super snake juice, just get in the fucking salt, you don't need a fucking recipe. Pound in fucking orange juice with salt in it, pound in V8 vegetable juice. You're gonna go a step backwards to take 2 steps forwards on the fucking scale. It doesn't fucking matter. If you're not fucking cheating and you're eating a low-fat diet, your calories are gonna be so fucking low that you're still losing body fat, fuckhead. Why can't people get that through their fucking head? Okay, fuck. Okay, if you're not eating fuck all and you're literally so deprived on salt that you hit like a crazy low weight. Okay, you know you're deprived on salt because you're not even taking a piss, and then the weight starts creeping.
I think I even said it in my video lately. Like, I don't piss anywhere near as much as I used to. I like to play video games. Usually I just make it part of my plan nightly around 6 to 8, then sleep by 10 at the latest. Get enough sleep, and earlier the better. I just been trying to get to bed 11 to midnight, somewhere in there. It's Emma, famous Emma. Hi, Ryan. I hope you enjoy your trip and get a good break from it all. Same here. Same here. I don't 100% know what I'm going to be doing while I'm out there, but she lives right on the lake, so I'll probably just spend my day at the beach. Like DR says, when you hear, I mean, I really truly am living a retiree life right now, but at some point I'm going to be doing something. I have too much talent to just be sitting around. Like DR says, when you hear the birds chirping, it's time to get the fuck up. Here? No, I don't think so. The birds start chirping here at like 2:45 in the morning. Come on. I mean, that's a bit early. So it depends on where you live. Like if you're on the West Coast, I don't know, when they start, but they start chirping early as, I mean, if you're up in Massachusetts, I mean, they start chirping at like 2:00 in the morning. It's crazy. So no, that doesn't always apply. And I don't, as far as this early bed thing, he can kiss my ass. He doesn't even do it himself. I'm so tired of listening to all these so-called experts. Now I got this guy calling me. I don't care. Like I can't keep just doing everything. But when it makes sense to me, then I'll do it. The morning thing, going to bed at 6:00 in the afternoon, I'm not doing it. Sorry, it's just not going to happen. I don't know why he was calling, but yeah, I think my birds are going wild around 5 a.m. Not here, dude. I'm like literally live at the edge of the United States of America. I mean, if you go past where I'm at, you have to go all the way to England and Ireland. So it's quite a stretch. About as far east as you can possibly get in the United States. I know there's more eastern parts of this continent in Canada. And actually, probably Maine is more eastern than I am. But that is my video. You guys got to see me almost choke on this V8 stuff. Like I said, the aftertaste is better than the actual drinking of it. But this might actually be good with like stuffed peppers. Actually, this might be really good with stuffed peppers. So it might have some kind of use to it. But you'd have to thicken it up, maybe. Anyway, I think that's it. Usually the comment section is streaming like crazy, so I have, something to respond to, but there's I don't know if nobody's watching this or just nobody feels like typing. Oh shit, I got stuff cooking too. I gotta get out of here. It smells like I'm burning something right now. I completely forgot about that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I might actually get on here later, like around 7.